Hola, beautiful people. It's me, Maris. I gotta light this. A couple of people have been telling me about, back to school. Their kids are back in school and they're bringing home snotty noses and, congestion and that kind of junk. So if you don't have a diffuser, buy an essential oil diffuser and get a bottle of On Guard if you like doTERRA, or Thieves if you're a Young Living person. Either one, cold season, I like the way Young Living's Thieves smells. And do yourself a favor and start diffusing that, and then put a little with some coconut oil in a roll on, and send that with your kiddo. Okay, teach your kiddos how to take that roll on, and they can roll it on the back of their neck, the back of the neck back here, and kind of keep themselves a little bit on the cootie free, okay? It's called Thieves Oil by Young Living, or On Guard from doTERRA, and our kids need to be using that to kill off those cooties. There's a lot of research that people have done and showed great efficacy in keeping the cooties down. Okay, there's no reason for us to be suffering like that. So Thieves Oil On Guard makes a wonderful anti-cootie concoction, whatever you want to call it. Hello! How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. But it's called Thieves Oil, or Young Living makes one. doTERRA makes one that is really, really good. I like that one at killing cooties. And we all need to make sure that those cooties are being killed. Our kids don't need to be sick. They don't need to be feeling crappy. They don't need to be worried about, runny noses and etc. while they're trying to be in that learning space. And we certainly don't want our kids bringing that home. I don't know about you, but I don't like being sick. And so I diffuse a lot of Thieves or On Guard. On Guard smells a little bit more orange, and Thieves smells a little bit more clovey. There's another mix, they're called Medieval Mix, or it might be a knockoff, and as long as it's got those oils in there, we're good. It doesn't matter about the combination. The combination, I think really has a lot more to do with the smell of it. Like On Guard smells more orange, and Thieves by Young Living smells more clovey. But both of them are awesome during cold and flu season. And those are some, my nose is itching. Those are some really simple things that we can do just to keep ourselves a little bit more healthier. All right, so I'm going to do a Thursday energy forecast, but we're also going to kind of let's look at the weekend and see what might be blowing in for the weekend. And I'm like, come on, give me another card. We're using the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. It's the one, it's like talking to my grandma. There, that one kind of. Let's see if we got anything else. Come on. A, B. Okay, there we go. I think I got a handful of cards, so I think we've got quite a bit to start from. Zanelli, what time of day is it in South Africa right now, and what is the weather like? I am always, I love learning about other countries, and you can read a book, watch a video, whatever, but I love learning about other places or other countries from the people. I want to know what you feel, what you see, so what's going on at this very given moment in your home country. Let me know, because I love to know, so don't forget to comment. So do me a big favor before we rock and roll into this. Give me a heart, comment where you're watching from, And don't forget to share. And if you're not subscribed or a follower, do that so we can see each other every day. Well, maybe not every day, but we can see each other a little more frequently. All right, so without further ado, let's take a look at the very first card. Okay. So, we've got the rediscovery card, and it's upside down. And the message that I'm picking up on that is, again, it's a little bit about ignoring what is blatantly in front of you. Ignoring what is blatantly, I gotta do this a little bit, blatantly in front of you. Okay, so, oh, hey, Donna, how are you? So when I look at this card and I'm like, okay, what does this mean? Why am I ignoring? We're ignoring what's going on in front of you. And I'm going to say, here's a perfect example. I have a very, 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 very dear friend that I have known for a long time. And sometimes her sons would act out of control. And she would seemingly look like she was totally oblivious, you know, so like they're stealing her car, having girls spend the night, just doing all sorts of crazy stuff. No, it was not me. And she acts like she doesn't know or doesn't see any of that going on, but I think deep down she knew, but didn't want to confront it. And that's the energy that I get when I'm looking at this card. This card is like, you know, the house is burning down around you, and you act just as if nothing is out of balance or out of order. Okay, so that's this energy coming in. Now, our obstacle is that this is a ding-dang choice. We are not making an effort to look at it. We are choosing to be oblivious to the house burning down. And I'm meaning that it's windy. What's the temperature like? Celsius or Fahrenheit? I think I can kind of sort of convert that. All right, so when we're looking at this card and I'm like specialization upside down, and I'm like, we're making a choice not to pay attention. We're making a choice to ignore it. It's almost like teetering to that effect where we're like, you know, if I don't acknowledge it, it'll go away. If I don't pay attention to it, it'll die down. That fire going on, and this is all metaphoric, you know, that fire going on around you, if I act like it's not hot, it won't be. Okay? When deep down, you know this shit's going on, and you're making a conscious effort to ignore it. Now, what I really dig about this next card, because this is what our help is, and the help here is that we will, and I'm not going to say eventually, but I'm getting tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. We're going to open up. We're going to wake up to this. We're going to wake up to the fact that everything's out of control. Not everything, but this particular aspect in our life that we've been consciously overlooking. It's going to get back in control. Something is going to happen here. We're going to have a catalyst for change. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. And we're going to wake up to it, and we're going to start working with that. We got this light almost in the center. Now, you're off guard. You're off guard on this. You're not ready for it. You're really not prepared. And so this is part of your fear in confronting that burning down of the house burning, okay? We're really, a lot of times It's not because we're lazy or that we just don't really know how to respond or react to unbalanced things happening around us. And I gotta burn this again. I don't know why I'm like, God, you need to burn this. Not burning down my house, right? All right. And I think because this energy is really kind of tough, we're going to have to wake up and take some accountability in the junk that's going on around us. Those things that we've been choosing to ignore are going to be right up in our face and really at full volume, so you cannot escape it. I'm going to say, when I look at this card and it says ready but waiting, but it's upside down, we're not ready, we're not waiting, we're real resistant to that change. We're very resistant to moving forward. And let's take a look and see what happens with that resistance. That resistance, and I'm like, I'm laughing and I'm like, this is my redheaded stepchild, right? And I'm meaning that metaphorically, people, especially here, and I'll just kind of clarify, here in the United States, and I'd say probably more in the South, if you feel like you're out of place, you feel like you don't belong, a lot of times we'll refer to ourselves as being a redheaded stepchild. That's like being the, what is that called? The black sheep of the family. Okay? So I'm meaning this with great love. I am meaning this, the redheaded stepchild, with great love. It's a metaphoric phrase, meaning that you feel like you're totally out of place and that you don't belong. And that's going to be floating off of this. Okay, remember I'm talking on this. I spoke on this, and I said, and this is this resistance, and we're really not ready, and we're really not waiting at all, because we haven't wanted to confront this issue. But now, hi, Sho, how are you? We are placed into a position that we are really uncomfortable with, but we're going to have to start reacting. We're going to have to start showing our level, and I'm going to say accountability and interest in that. So when things around you have been falling apart and you're kind of ignoring it, we're going to have to confront the exact reason of why we've been hesitant to fix it. Why are we so hesitant? And this has to do with the relationships that we have with all of this scenario. Okay, well, you can just watch this later. It's also on YouTube. But it was good to see you today. So when I'm looking at this last card, and it's the fragments card, and it's upside down, okay, this is not going to be an easy task. In fact, it's 3:50. Oh my God, where in Maine are you from? I love Maine. I have been to Maine. I love Maine. Yeah, I love Maine a lot. I love it a lot. I love seafood. I won't lie. From the coast. I don't like it here in Oklahoma, but whenever I'm traveling anywhere on the eastern seaboard, I get my fill of my wonderful, yummy seafood. Alright, so when I'm looking at this last card, it's fragments upside down, and I'm going to just be straight up on this. It's not going to be an easy task. It is going to be something that is going to take a while, and from different aspects and perspectives. That's what I love about New England. From different aspects and perspectives, you'll have to hit this situation from many, many sides. This situation that you've been allowing, this, and I'm metaphoric house burning, we've allowed to get it out of control, and we're going to have to take that bull by the horns and bring it back in, so that we're going to have some sense of peace, some sense of balance, some sense of rhyme and reason going on in our life. We've allowed things to go out of control, and now we got to woo and bring it back in order for balance to be here. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and I will catch up with you very, very soon. Peace, love, and harmony. Don't forget to share beautiful, cool things with other people. It makes their day just as awesome as yours. So, peace. Hey, Saeed, good to see you.